So we're going to scrap this old box and use the bottom of it at least, maybe, and some bits of it. And we're going to use some new bits we just bought and build a box for that 115-inch DD. We've got some more zero gauge in the car. We've got a diesel. We've got a battery. Pretty big battery, actually. It's got a built-in voltmeter. So yeah, okay, well we're going to wire it up now. And then we're going to sell those 15s. And I just bought a router. Yeah, plunge router. Yeah, do some new stuff. We're doing the zero gauge through there. Look at this giant space behind his battery. It's awesome. So, there's a boot already there. It's a pretty solid looking boot there actually. So, this should be actually quite easy. And yeah, good. Let's do it.
We got Fat Matt doing this soldering.
Okay, come on, Matt.
Intense look of concentration on the fat man's face.
Shut up, Kurt.
He's so cuddly. I like cuddling Matt because he's fluffy.
Zero gauge hooked up. Ground there. We lose 0.01 of a volt between the battery and here. So 12.63 and 12.62 here. So it loses nothing. Here's the amp. Here's the sub in the stock box, or the one it came with. We're just going to test it out here. Obviously we're building a new box tomorrow. Yeah, put your bass control knob on full for me.
Full?
Yeah, turn it on full. And well, that means I can change the gain properly. Same amp, same sub. We'll see what we can get out of this box, and then we can get the new one and see how much better it is. Mid. One. That's all. That's all I want to do. It hasn't got that many settings. Turn it down. Your speakers sound so bad.
Oh, it's the champagne. Big joint rolling, Bombay sipping.
Yeah, that's gonna be bad. Got the top and bottom there. Got the sides. Got the port. I haven't really measured the port up yet. I think I might do it differently. I won't do an L port. I'm gonna do like an up and down port. Keeps the same length and everything, but obviously you got nothing behind the sub when you do it. You'll see. EXO just did it in his video, so I thought I'll try it. The driveway's broken, so Matt has to use the grass. Yeah. As I said, we got all the bracing out, and we got the top off. All we did was take the screws out, and then we just kind of hit it with the screwdriver under it, just peeled it off. Okay, take it away, Matty. Now we're just going to probably smash the sides off it. Okay, good. There we go, we're all cut up. No, I haven't done any sanding, and the heights of the wood is almost perfect. So, there won't be much spelt sanding to do at all. That's done. So that's our sides and the back. It's a double baffle. Then we've got the bottom and top, and the front's over there because it came apart a little bit, so we had to re-glue it. So it's got some weight sitting on it. Back and bottom, as you can see, it looks good from the outside, but the inside's the old box. Doesn't matter. Okay, so there's the sides done in the back, and here's the port. So it goes in. It's 3.5 inches wide. The whole height of it goes in, turns around, and comes back here, and then the sub have nothing behind it at all. That's what happens when you do it fast. More sanding. Anyway, there's the front. Okay, you get the port now. So it's still the same length it needed to be, but there'll be nothing behind the axle sub. We've got a brace between that port and the edge. We're going to do that, and the only other brace we'll do is I'm going to have one that'll go up the middle to the top. That'll be enough bracing for it, because most of it's double baffle 16, so it's like 32mm MDF. Matt wanted to do something. He gets the silicone pre-drilled and everything. Now we're just putting the screws in, and There's the glue, and the top's about to go on. Then I get to use my new router and cut the hole out. Yeah, together. Never said it was going to be the prettiest box ever. But anyway, it should do, as long as it's loud. As long as it's louder than the Liberty. That's the main hope.
The temp?
Yeah.
First temp number 1.
That's terrible.
That's where it's supposed to cut?
Yeah.
That's where he ended up.
That was probably a bit thick for that little bit. I need a bit that's got blades longer. I mean, it comes out perfect circle. And yeah, it looks good, but that didn't look good. Who forgot the wing nut, Matt?
You did.
Ah, yeah. Great men job we did. We just filled it with silicone. Because, I mean, now it won't leak out at least. Now I've got to wait a while before that kind of dries. So it'll probably take a good hour to set. Enough to put the sub in. Oh, that doesn't help. Yeah. I made the amp rack. It's a flat piece of wood with an amp on it. No, it's just scrap wood that we're using, but it'll do for now because it got dark and I can't be bothered making the rack now. So there's the axle. Don't thread it through now.
Why not?
We've got to put this. I'm not lifting the fucking sub and the box into the car. Oh, stop. Okay. Okay.
You're good?
Okay, well that looks a lot better. It's pretty solid, and that's a single bit of it. Like most of it, half of it's double baffle. We did that style port. Got the bracing in there. Yeah, we're gonna make a real rack and probably sand it back and all that shit in a few weeks, or something, a week or whatever. Okay, well we'll put the sub in now. There's the sub in the box. We've got a piece of paper in there because you know the silicone. So, as I said, once we decide to do the amp rack and make it look decent, but Matt's got to go home soon, so we just all get it ready. So, just putting the screws in, and then we can play it. You definitely need to do big 3. You shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, okay, but the reason it's doing that is because it's sucking everything it can, because your wires aren't fat enough. So big 3, it'll become a lot louder as well.
Let's go. The club got a dog. Music behavior.
That's your wing screen. Realize that. Sub getting hot?
It's warm there. It's warm, it's
Yeah,
not
there's a
hot.
coil. Yeah, it's getting a bit hot. I wouldn't go much higher. I'll turn the gain down a little actually. It's smelling, but yeah, that is warm. I wouldn't want it much warmer.
Fuck, that thing goes.
Yeah, but it's getting warm. Good, well there we go, we're finished. Matt's gonna go home. It sounds pretty good. There's a fair few rattles of the car, but the actual box sounds nice and deep. The subs sounds good. It's struggling with the power. What the fuck? Okay. It's struggling a little bit with the power because it is getting supposedly double rated power. I doubt it's getting that. The gain's at about 2/3, and it was at about 2/3 up. And his voltage, as you see, always light to dimming when the bass hits, so we really do need to do a big 3 upgrade, and then I can maybe turn the gain down a little bit, get a little bit cleaner signal through it, and whatever. But also the sub at the moment, it is like brand new, it's really tight, so if we can let it wear in, it'll move more and it'll be louder anyway. But as far as it goes, it definitely sounds a lot better and louder than it was before. Yeah, that was worth it. I mean, it only actually cost him $40. He wrecked his old box, but it only cost him $40. There'll be more updates and vids on that, but we'll probably be doing an amp rack and sanding it back and making it look good. So for now, it's going to look like that, but it'll look good after a bit. And this has been sitting in my glove box for a few weeks. Look at that. That has been sitting in my glove box, and I've got a few other things in there: a pen, the wheel nut thing. And look at that, that is from it bouncing around from the bass in my car, has completely destroyed the CD. So if you've got CDs, like free CDs, and you've got decent bass, don't put them in the glove box because, well, at least my car, it destroys them.